This video is brought to you by the 3-Minute Board Game patrons. Keep us independent by supporting us on Patreon. Kia ora koutou and welcome to Forever Home in about 3 minutes. Review copy used. It has a solo mode. It's a game for 1 to 5 players, playing time is short, and it's a pretty simple game. You are in charge of a dog rescue. Can you find, train, and rehome the most dogs to their forever home? The game ends shortly after one player plays their 7th training card. The winner is the player with the most points, and you get these from lots of places, including locations you have rescued dogs, where different coloured dogs are at the end of the game, and the training cards you played. Just look for the yellow hearts. Set collection. Collecting sets of dogs is vital to your success. Card management. You will have training cards to manage. Tile placement. You'll place your dogs onto your training board. Player turn. Scoring is a big part of this game, so let's look at that first. There are 4 scoring card sets, 1 for each region above your training board. Shuffle them and deal out 1 for each stack. The city card scores on having different coloured animals rescued to city homes. Suburbs cards have you trying to collect different sets for points, and you can collect each set multiple times. Different cards here have different colours and set combinations. Countryside cards are all about collecting pairs and triples. This one is for pairs of the same colour, while this version is for 2 different pair. And finally, the foster home is always 1 point for each dog here. In addition to that, there will be meeples of each colour dog randomly assigned to this board. The leftmost ones score for the players who have the most of those colours left on their training board. The middle is for most dogs of those colours rehomed, and the right the most dogs rehomed to different homes. Finally, you score points for every training card you played. Now let's look at a turn. You'll have 2 actions and can take the same action twice. The first action is to take a training card from the central display. Replace it immediately. You can do this twice. You can also take an action to draft a dog from the central display. And again, you can do this twice. Drafted dogs are immediately placed on your training board wherever you want them. The final action is to move a dog 1 space on your board. And again, you can do this twice. After taking an action, you may use a training card as a free action. Note the shapes and colours of dogs on the training card. This one wants 2 pairs of dogs in a diagonal, just as we have on our board. We play the card, and then because the number in the greenhouse is 1, we rehome 1 dog onto one of the 4 locations at the top of our board. This training card requires a specific formation with blank spaces between the dogs, which we will show here. This card rehomes 2 dogs, but is worth 0 points. You may rehome to any of the 4 locations, just remember to keep the scoring in mind. And you may only hold 5 training cards, and the game is over once you have played 7. Why would you like this game? First of all, the theme of Forever Home is a lovely one. Animal rescues the world over do a bunch of amazing work, and a game featuring them is really nice. Almost everything in the game makes it a solid recommendation for family game night. The components and overall art direction are pleasant. And for a game that's heavily focused on scoring, I'm pleased that there's a good variety of scoring cards to use. And there's a bunch of different training cards that will let you focus on a quick win, scoring points with them, or rescuing lots of dogs. What the hell is that thing? The best thing about this game is the core gameplay is really simple and quite fun. However, I've telegraphed my big issue with the game early on, and it's the scoring. It is by far the most complex part of the game, and I feel it actively trips Forever Home up, taking it away from being a super family-friendly game into being a bit grindy to count up. It kind of sinks the speedy gameplay, which is a bit of a shame. For a more complex dog rescue game, track down dogs. And for another lightweight tile placement game, try Dream Home. Forever Home, Dog Salad. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the notification button, like, share, and subscribe to the channel.